Dear student, today we will discuss the next experiment. The title of the experiment is measurement of mutual inductance M by ballistic galvanometer. Okay. So first of all, I will explain you in the synopsis, and then I will take you the instrument. Okay. So you know that we have two types of inductance. For a single coil, we have a self inductance denoted by L, and for the system of two coils like transformer which has primary coil and secondary coil, for a system of two coils we have a mutual inductance. Okay. So in case of transformer, we have two coils, primary coil and secondary coil. So in transformer is a system of two coils, primary coil and secondary coil. So we have a mutual inductance in for two coils. Okay. Now the coefficient of mutual inductance is capital M, is defined as, you have studied the definition of mutual inductance in 12th standard. Okay, that the magnetic flux linked with one coil, okay, when unit current is passed to the another coil, right? So coefficient of mutual inductance capital M is defined by, it is the magnetic flux linked with one coil when a unit current is passed through the another coil. तो आप एक कॉइल में से जब यूनिट करंट पास करता है तो उसके पास वाली दूसरी कॉइल में जब मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स लिंक होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस ऑफ टू कॉइल्स इज डिफाइंड बाय द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स linked with one coil when unit current circulates or passed through the other coil. The magnetic flux linked with the one coil when unit current is passed through another coil is called mutual inductance. So the coefficient of mutual inductance of two coils, okay, is defined as, it is the magnetic flux linked with one coil when unit current is passed to the other coil. Okay, so I show the circuit diagram first of all you. This is the circuit diagram for mutual inductance M by ballistic galvanometer. So you can see here, I will explain you. This is the transformer. As you know, transformer has two coils. This is the primary coil of the transformer. This is the secondary coil of the transformer. When you pass current through the primary coil, magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil, and this magnetic flux is linking with the secondary coil. When you pass current through the primary coil, magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil, and this magnetic flux is linking with the secondary coil. Now whenever current in the primary coil is changed, the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil also changes. Whenever the current in the primary coil is changed, the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes, and when the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil is changing, okay, EMF is produced in the secondary coil. Okay, that is called mutual inductance. Okay, so you can see the circuit diagram here. This is the primary coil of the transformer. This is a resistance box. This is key K1. This is a battery. Positive terminal of battery, negative terminal of battery, right? Okay. This is a commutator key having four gaps, gap number 1, gap number 2, gap number 3, gap number 4. This is a fractional resistance small r. Secondary coil है ballistic galvanometer. आपको मालूम है कि ballistic galvanometer is connected with damping key, and this is K2. Okay, once again I repeat, this is the primary coil of the transformer. This is the secondary coil of the transformer. This is the controlling resistance R. This is key K1. Battery of EMFE. Okay, this is a commutator key having four terminals, 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Small resistance small r, fractional resistance small r. This is the secondary coil, ballistic galvanometer, and K2. Okay, now in circuit, what you have to do? In circuit, you have to connect this primary coil. For a primary coil is connected with battery and key K1, and secondary coil is connected with ballistic galvanometer and K2, right? So how to connect the circuit? Primary coil you connect with the controlling resistance R. Primary coil you connect with the controlling resistance R. Controlling resistance R is connected with K1. K1 is connected with battery. This battery goes to gap number 3 of the commutator key, and gap number 4 of commutator key is connected to primary coil. So once again I repeat, primary coil is connected to one terminal of resistance box. The other terminal of resistance box is connected to K1. K1 is connected to negative of battery. Positive of battery is connected to gap number 3 of the commutator key. Gap number 4 of the commutator key is connected with the primary coil. So this primary parts coil वाला part पूरा हो गया. Now secondary coil. Secondary coil, one terminal of secondary coil is connected with gap number 2 of the commutator key. One terminal of the secondary coil is connected with the gap number 2 of the commutator key. Gap number 1 is connected with K2. K2 is connected with damping key of ballistic galvanometer, and the other terminal of damping key of ballistic galvanometer is connected to secondary coil. Once again I repeat, secondary coil is connected to gap number 2 of the commutator key. Gap number 1 of the commutator is connected with key K2. K2 is connected with damping key or ballistic galvanometer, and the other terminal of ballistic galvanometer is connected to secondary coil. So once again, this is a transformer which has two coils: primary coil of the transformer, secondary coil of the transformer. The primary coil of the transformer is connected with controlling resistance R. The other terminal of resistance R is connected with K1. K1 is connected with negative battery. Positive battery is connected with gap number 3 of the key. Gap number 4 is connected with primary coil. Okay, and one more thing, across this a small resistance small r is connected, right? Across the gap number 3 and 4, across gap number 3 and 4, a small resistance small r is, a fractional resistance small r is connected, which has small values 0.1 ohm, 0.2 ohm, 0.3 and so on. Now here, this gap number 1 is connected with key K1. K1 is connected with damping of ballistic galvanometer. The other terminal of damping or ballistic galvanometer is connected with secondary coil, and secondary coil is connected with gap number 2 of the commutator key. Okay. Now, you know the theory that when a current of strength I0 is passed through the one of the coil whose mutual inductance is M, when current of strength I0 is passed through the primary coil of the transformer, and current of strength I0 is passed through the primary coil of the transformer, when a current of strength I0 is passed through the primary coil of the transformer, whose mutual inductance is M, then magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil. The magnetic flux produced in the primary coil is linking with the secondary coil. So, the magnetic field lines which is produced in the primary coil due to current is linking with the secondary coil, right? So, if a current of strength I0 is passed through the primary coil of the transformer whose mutual inductance is M, then magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil. This magnetic flux of primary coil is linking with the secondary coil. So, the magnetic field lines is linking or passing through the secondary coil. Now, as the current flowing through the primary coil is changed, right? As the current flowing through the primary coil is changed, if the current flowing through the primary coil is changed, magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes. So, as the current flowing through the primary coil, is changed, then magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes. And you know the theory, as the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes, right, then EMF is set up in the secondary coil. The magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes, then EMF is set up in the secondary coil. This EMF is equal to EMF in the secondary coil. This induced EMF in the secondary coil due to the change is equal to the rate of change of magnetic flux in the secondary. So, what is the induced EMF in the secondary? Induced EMF in the secondary coil will be M di by dt, right? So, as I told you, that a steady current of strength I0 is passed through the primary coil of the transformer, then whose mutual inductance is M, then magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil. This magnetic flux of the primary coil is linking with the secondary coil. So, the magnetic flux is linking with the secondary coil. Now, if the current passing through the primary coil is changed, then the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes. And as a result, the EMF is induced in the secondary coil. This induced EMF in the secondary coil is equal to M di by dt, where what is M? M is the mutual inductance of the system of two coils, and di by dt is the rate of change of current. Okay. Now, another part is this: if L is the कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस ऑफ द सेकेंडरी कोइल, अगर सेकेंडरी कोइल का म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस m है, लेकिन इफ द L is the coefficient of self inductance of the secondary coil, तो सेकेंडरी कोइल का coefficient of self inductance is L है. If capital L is the coefficient of self inductance of the secondary coil, and I dash I dash, okay, primary coil में I current, I dash is the induced current in the secondary coil. If L is the coefficient of self inductance of the secondary coil, and I dash is the induced current in the secondary coil, then the secondary coil, the self induced EMF will be L di dash by dt, right? So L is the coefficient of self inductance of the secondary coil, and I dash actually you have connected primary coil with the battery, secondary coil is not connected with the battery, but the induced current in the secondary coil is I dash. So L is the coefficient of self inductance, of the secondary coil, and I dash is the induced current in the secondary coil due to the corresponding to the current I in the primary coil. अब primary coil में से current I pass करता है तो magnetic flux is produced in the primary coil. That magnetic flux is linking with the secondary coil. When current in the primary coil is changed, then the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes, and when magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes, induced current I dash is produced in the secondary coil. So I dash is the induced current in the secondary coil corresponding to current I in the primary coil. Then another further EMF is produced in the secondary coil, which is L into di dash by dt. So there are two EMF produced in the secondary coil. One is M di by dt and other one is L di dash by dt. If R is the total resistance of the secondary coil, you can equate two EMF. That one EMF is IR, right? If R is the resistance of the secondary circuit coil, then if R is the resistance of the secondary coil circuit, then one equation of EMF is IR, and the another equation of EMF is this L di dash by dt plus or minus M di by dt. So if R is the total resistance of the secondary coil circuit, then you can equate two EMF. One EMF is IR and the other EMF is the induced EMF. Self-induced EMF is L di dash by dt, and mutual inductance will be M di by dt. Okay, if you divide by I, you will get the equation for current I. So I is equal to L upon R di dash by dt plus or minus M upon R di by dt. Okay. So this direction of EMF, either it is plus or minus, right? The direction of EMF due to the coupling of two coils, primary coil and secondary coil, depends on the manner in which they are wound and can be either in sense, right? Okay, so the direction of EMF, either it is plus or minus due to the coupling of two coils, depends on the manner in which they are wound and can be in either sense. Okay. Now the electric current Q, which is the electric current, the quantity of electricity passing through the secondary coil, is calculated by integrating current I dash dt, right? Okay, you know the equation of current I, right? What is I? I is nothing but dq by dt. If I is equal to dq by dt, then dq is equal to I dt. If you want to calculate Q, you have to integrate dq or to integrate current I. Okay, so in 12th standard, you have studied that I is equal to dq by dt. I is equal to dq by dt. If I is equal to dq by dt, then dq is equal to I dt. So Q, the quantity of electric charge passing through the secondary coil, is obtained by integrating dq. So integrating of I dt, right? So Q, the quantity of electricity or electric charge passing through the secondary coil, is obtained by integrating I dt, integrating current I with respect to I dt. So Q, the quantity of electricity, electric charge passing through the secondary coil, where the integration is carried over the whole period of time, right, during which the current rises from 0 to I0. Initially current was 0 and it reaches to maximum value I0. So electric charge Q is obtained by integrating I dt from 0 to I0. What is I? Is L by R di dash by dt into dt. So integral L by R di dash. Second integral will be plus or minus M by R di by dt into dt. So M by R di, right? Okay. So you will get the answer. The second integral L by R di dash integral will be 0. So electric charge Q will be equal to integration of M by R di. Electric charge Q is equal to first integral L by R di dash is 0. So second integral is M by R di. Now M is constant, R is constant, and integration di is I. Integration di is I. If you substitute the values, then it is I0. So charge Q is equal to M I0 upon R. So from this equation, From this equation, you can calculate the mutual inductance of two coils, right? This is the circuit diagram which I have explained you. Next, if you connect 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 और 2 में आप की रखते हैं, 3 और 4 में रखते हैं, तो primary part is separate and this secondary part is separate. So if you connect key 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then the secondary part is separate, primary part is separate, so you'll get a throw in the ballistic galvanometer. So आप 1 और 2 की को कनेक्ट करते हैं, 3 और 4 को कनेक्ट करता है, तो प्राइमरी पार्ट नीचे है, सेकेंडरी पार्ट ऊपर है, दोनों पार्ट अलग अलग है, तो यू विल गेट देयर इज अ चेंज इन द मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स ऑफ द सेकेंडरी कॉइल, और सेकेंडरी कॉइल में चेंज ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स विल प्रोड्यूस EMF, सो आपको थ्रो मिलेगा. ओके, नाउ इफ यू कनेक्ट 1 एंड 3, अब 1 और 3 को कनेक्ट करते हैं और 2 एंड 4 को कनेक्ट करते हैं. इफ यू कनेक्ट 1 एंड 3 एंड 2 एंड 4, देन यू विल गेट अ स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन. सो दैट आई हैव रिटन हियर समवेयर. इफ connection is made between terminal 1 and 3, 1 और 3 को कनेक्ट करते हैं, and 2 and 4. If you make the connection between 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, then instead of throw you will get a steady deflection. अब 1, 2 and 3, 4 connect करते हो तो you will get a throw, theta 1 and theta 3. If you connect 1 and 3, 2 and 4, so if connection is made between 1 and 3, 2 and 4, then a steady current passes through the primary circuit, right? So if you connect 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, if a connection is made between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, आप 1 और 3 को कनेक्ट करते हैं and 2 and 4 को कनेक्ट करते हैं. So if a connection is made between 1 and 2, 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, so then a steady current I passes through the primary coil में से steady current pass होगा. If a steady current passes through the primary coil, there will be a voltage drop I0R across the small r. तो small r के across में कितना voltage drop आपको मिलेगा? I0R. So if a connection is made between 1 and 3, if a connection is made between 1 and 3 को कनेक्ट करते हैं and 2 and 4 को कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो steady current I passes through the primary coil में से steady current pass होगा. A steady current passes through the primary coil will produce a voltage drop I0R across the small resistance R. Now due to this voltage drop, how much current is passed to the ballistic galvanometer? So due to this potential drop, voltage drop V is equal to I0R. Due to this potential drop or voltage drop I0R established across R, the current passing through the ballistic galvanometer, current ballistic galvanometer कितना जाएगा? V by R, right? So current passing through the ballistic galvanometer will be V by R. What is V? I0R. I0R upon capital R, right? So due to the potential drop I0R across small r, the current passing through the galvanometer I is V by R. What is the potential drop across small r? I0R divided by capital R, right? So this is the current passing through the galvanometer. So voltage drop across small r is I0R. Okay, voltage drop across, potential drop established across small r is I0R, and current through the galvanometer I is V by R. V is I0R by capital R. This small r is the resistance very small compared to the resistance of the ballistic galvanometer. This causes a deflection theta 1. इससे एक current से due to this current, due to the flow of this current in the ballistic galvanometer, इतना current ballistic galvanometer से flow होता है, तो the current I is equal to V by R. V is the voltage drop across small r, that is I0R upon capital R. It causes, this current causes a steady deflection theta 1. तो आपको ballistic galvanometer में steady deflection मिलेगा theta 1, right? Okay, so you can compare this. We have these two equations: theta I0R upon capital R, theta I0R upon capital R is equal to H tan theta 1. Okay, so I have written all the equations. Please you go through all this equation. You will get the equation of mutual inductance capital M is T upon 2 pi R upon alpha into theta. So this is the equation of mutual inductance of two coils, T upon 2 pi R upon alpha into theta. So equation of mutual inductance is T upon 2 pi R upon alpha into theta, where this T is the periodic time of ballistic galvanometer. Okay, you oscillate the periodic ballistic galvanometer, measure time for 10 oscillation, divide it by 10, you will get the periodic time for ballistic galvanometer, right? Okay. Now how to take the observations? How to take the observations? Suppose you take capital R. Suppose you capital R, you take 3000 ohm. 3000 ohm. The value of capital R, you take 3000 ohm, right? Okay, there are two parts. First you take capital R is equal to 3000 ohm. Okay, connect 1 and 2, 3 and 4, right? Connect 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Connect 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Take controlling resistance R is approximately 3000 ohm. So I have taken the controlling resistance R. I have taken 3000 ohm. So R is 3000 ohm. I have taken a controlling resistance R is equal to 3000 ohm. Okay, I have connected 1 with 2 and 3 with 4. So primary part and secondary part are separated, isolated, right? Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to press this K1 K2, okay, and ballistic damping की को आपको बंद रखना है, right? Okay. You have to press this K1 K2 की and damping की को भी बंद रखना है. अभी क्या करना है आपको? After some time you have to remove this damping key. आपको damping की को निकाल देना है, and then release this K1 and K2 दोनों की को छोड़ देना है. So you will get the throw θ1 and θ3. Okay. So first you take value of resistance R is equal to controlling resistance R 3000 ohm, which controls the current in the primary coil. You take the controlling value of resistance R 3000 ohm. Okay. Connect 1 with 2, 3 with 4. Okay. Then you have to press K1 K2 को प्रेस करके रखना है आपको. K1 K2 को प्रेस करके रखना है. उसके बाद आपको डैम्पिंग के निकाल लेना है. डैम्पिंग के को निकाल के K1 K2 को छोड़ देना है. So if you release K1 K2, you will get a throw θ1 and θ3 on the same side. So first throw is called θ1. Okay. Then suppose the first throw θ1 is 5 centimeter as for example on the right hand side. Then your spot will move on the left side. Okay. So left side reading is not required to be taken. And then the third throw θ1 it will be 3 centimeter as for example. So first throw θ1 is 5 centimeter on the right side. Then your spot will go to the left side. Again it will come on the right side. The second throw will be 3 centimeter. Okay. So by taking value of controlling resistance R is equal to 3000 ohm, by taking value of controlling resistance R is 3000 ohm. Okay. You remove the damping key, and as soon as you release the key K1 and K2, you will get the first throw θ1 5 centimeter on the right side. Then second throw will go to the left side. Then you take the second throw on the right hand side will be 3 centimeter, right? So the first reading how to take? You take the value of controlling resistance R, which controls the current in the primary coil. R is 3000 ohm. Okay. Connect 1 with 2, 3 with 4. Okay. Press K1 and K2. K1 और K2 को आपको प्रेस करके रखना है. Remove the damping key and then release K1 and K2 simultaneously. You will get the first throw θ1 5 centimeter on the right side. Then the spot will go to on right left side. Then again the second reading will be θ3, that is 3 centimeter, right? Okay. So throw on the same side θ1 is 5 and θ3 is 3. Okay. Now for the same value of R 3000 ohm, what you have to do? You have to take R is equal to 0.1 ohm. R is equal to 0.1 ohm. R में से 0.1 ohm आपको निकालना है, राइट? 0.1 ohm निकाल के K1 K2 को आपको प्रेस करके रखना है, छोड़ना नहीं है. और डैम्पिंग को निकालेंगे तो आपको स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन मिलेगा अल्फा. सपोज इट इज 10 सेंटीमीटर, राइट? ओके. उसके बाद सेकंड रीडिंग लेना है. स्मॉलर आपको रखना है 0.2 ohm. ओके. फिर K1 K2 को आपको प्रेस करके रखना है. तो ये डैम्पिंग को निकालेंगे तो यू विल गेट अ स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन, सपोज 15 सेंटीमीटर. थर्ड रीडिंग आर लेना है 0.3 ओम. आर को 0.3 ओम लेना है. एंड देन अगेन प्रेस K1 K2 और डैम्पिंग के आप निकाल देंगे तो आपको स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन मिलेगा 20 सेंटीमीटर. ओके. सो बट फॉर दिस स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन यू हैव टू चेंज द पोजीशन ऑफ दिस की. आपने पहले कौन सा कनेक्ट किया था थ्रो के लिए? आपने थ्रो के लिए 1 and 2, 1 के साथ 2 और 3 के साथ 4 कनेक्ट किया. लेकिन स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन के लिए आपको कनेक्ट करना है 1, 3, 2, 4. फॉर स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन यू हैव टू कनेक्ट 1 with 3 and 2 with 4. 1 और 3 को कनेक्ट करेंगे आप 2 and 4 को कनेक्ट करेंगे तो विल गेट अ स्टेडी डिफ्लेक्शन। तो पहले आपको आर में से निकालना है 0.1 ओम, फिर K1 K2 को प्रेस करके रखना है, छोड़ नहीं देना है। डैम्पिंग की आप निकालेंगे तो यू विल गेट द स्टेडी डिफ्लेक्शन 10 सेंटीमीटर ऑन द बैलिस्टिक गैल्वेनोमीटर। सेकंड रीडिंग कैसे लेंगे? सेकंड रीडिंग के लिए R 0.2 निकालना है, फ्रैक्शनल बॉक्स में से R निकालना है 0.2 ओम। ओके, देन अगेन you press K1 K2, okay, remove the damping key, you will get the steady reflection 15 centimeter। and third reading के लिए R 0.3 ohm, take R is equal to 0.3 ohm, okay, फिर K1 K2 को प्रेस करो, okay, and you remove the damping key, you will get the steady reflection 20 centimeter, right? so आपने दो सेट, you have to take 2 sets of reading for R is equal to 3000 ohm, okay। in the first part आपको क्या करना है? यू हैव टू कनेक्ट 1 with 2, 3 with 4, यू हैव टू कनेक्ट 1 and 2, 3 and 4। so primary part and secondary part will be isolated, okay। now taking the value of controlling resistance 3000 ohm, right, okay, press K1 and K2 की, K1 K2 को प्रेस करके रखो, ओके, फिर अब डैम्पिंग की को निकाल दो, K1 K2 को रिलीज करो। as soon as you release K1 K2, as soon as you release K1 K2, you will get throw θ1 is equal to 5 and θ3 is equal to 3, okay। फिर the second part you connect 1 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 4। सेकंड बार में आपको कनेक्ट करना है 1 और 3 को and 2 and 4 को। इन द सेकंड पार्ट यू कनेक्ट 1 and 3 and 2 and 4। व्हेन यू कनेक्ट 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, 1 3 को आप कनेक्ट करेंगे, 1 and 3 को कनेक्ट करेंगे, 2 and 4 को कनेक्ट करेंगे, तो यू विल गेट अ स्टेडी डिफ्लेक्शन, ओके। आपको क्या करना है? अगेन फॉर द सेम वैल्यू ऑफ R इज इक्वल टू 3000 ओम, ओके, K1 और K2 की को प्रेस करके रखो, प्रेस K1 and K2 की। नाउ रिमूव द R में से 0.1 ओम निकालो, R इज 0.1 ओम, R में से 0.1 ओम निकालो, प्रेस K1 and K2 को प्रेस करके रखो। as soon as you release the damping key, you will get the steady deflection 10 centimeter। देन उसके बाद R में से 0.2 ओम निकालो, रिमूव R इज इक्वल टू 0.2 ओम फ्रॉम दिस, ओके, फिर K1 K2 को प्रेस करो, डैम्पिंग को निकालेंगे तो स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन मिलेगा 15 सेंटीमीटर। और थर्ड रीडिंग लेना है, R इज इक्वल टू 0.3 ओम, स्मॉल R में से 0.3 ओम निकालो, स्मॉल R में से 0.3 ओम निकालो, अगेन प्रेस K1 and K2, you will get the damping को निकालेंगे, you will get a steady deflection 20 centimeter। so as you increase the value of small r, potential drop will increase, as a result current passing through the ballistic element will also increase, so steady deflection increase होगा। तो आपको r upon alpha की वैल्यू निकालनी है, you will get 3 values of r upon alpha, 0.1 upon 10, 0.2 upon 15, 0.3 upon 20, okay, and you have to take the average of these three values, right, okay। फिर आप दूसरा सेट ले सकते हैं, R इज इक्वल टू 4000, R इज इक्वल टू 4000 के लिए आप थ्रो मेजर करो और स्टेडी रिफ्लेक्शन ले लो। सो अगेन यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ R अपॉन अल्फा एंड θ1 θ3 फॉर 4000। एंड तीसरा सेट भी ले सकते हैं, R इज इक्वल टू 5000 ओम, R इज इक्वल टू 5000 ओम, ओके। यू for R is equal to 5000 ohm, connect 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and measure the throw θ1 and θ3, measure the throw θ1 and θ3, and then take different values of R, 0.1 ohm, 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm and find the steady deflection, and also you get the constant value of R upon alpha। so you can take 3 sets of the reading, R is equal to 3000 के लिए find out the value of steady deflection लेके find out the value of R upon alpha and measure the throw θ1 and θ3। for R is equal to 4000 ohm, find out the value of R upon alpha and measure the throw θ1 and θ3, and for R is equal to 5000 ohm, okay, measure the steady deflection, calculate the value of R upon alpha and measure the throw θ1 and θ3, okay, and your equation is this, periodic time is the time for oscillation, time for 10 oscillations divided number of oscillations। सपोज 10 ऑसिलेशन के लिए बैलिस्टिक गैल्वेनोमीटर को 100 सेकंड लगता है टाइम, सो पीरियोडिक टाइम ऑफ बैलिस्टिक गैल्वेनोमीटर इज डिफाइंड एज टाइम ऑफ 10 ऑसिलेशन डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ ऑसिलेशन। तो 10 ऑसिलेशन के लिए बैलिस्टिक गैल्वेनोमीटर को 100 सेकंड लगती है, तो एक ऑसिलेशन के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? 10 सेकंड, दैट इज द पीरियोडिक टाइम ऑफ बैलिस्टिक गैल्वेनोमीटर, ओके। नाउ कैलकुलेशन ऑफ म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस, व्हाट इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस? T upon 2 pi R upon alpha into theta, right? Now what is the periodic time of the ballistic galometer? 10. So you can put the periodic time of ballistic galometer is 10 upon 2 pi R upon alpha. As for example, okay, I will show you one reading in which the value of R upon alpha, the value of R upon alpha okay. See, for R is equal to 3000 ohm, the value of R upon alpha is 0.02142, 0.02142, and this throw is 12.40. So periodic time of ballistic thermometer is 10 second upon 2 pi. For R is equal to 3000 ohm, the value of R upon alpha is 0.02142, and this throw theta 1 and theta 2 throw करसे corrected throw कितना मिलेगा? Theta is equal to theta 1 upon theta 3 raised to 1 by 4, that is 12.40. So value of mutual inductance of two coil is approximately 0.4227, right? The second calculation you can do in the same way. For R is equal to 3500 ohm, the value of R upon alpha is 0.0237 and throw is 10.30. So here if you put R upon alpha is 0.0237 and throw 10.13, you will get 0.382. And for third set R is equal to 4000 ohm, value of R upon alpha is 0.0263 and throw is 8.555. The mutual inductance is 0.358. The average of these three will give the value of mutual inductance. Okay. So the remaining part we will discuss on the instrument. Thank you so much.